They'll be calling you a radical. Kevin Blanch, 2015. What a view, huh? Want to talk about holy Moses, holy Moses. I'm surely no conspiracy theorist. I'm surely no truther. I'm an artist. I'm a finance professor. I'm a plaster with a Hawken trial. I mean, I could have went back to the hedge fund industry that I came out of, probably fucking make an incredible fucking fortune. I want to talk about the predictions of 2015. I want to talk about 2014. But most of all, I want to talk about these morons that are putting this statement out that the radiation from Fukushima is going to peak in 2015. Let's talk about the reality of this. The reality. How can anybody, maniac, lunatic, say this is done with incredible... Just shows you what fainty goats run this media. Number one, Fukushima is ongoing. Number two, TEPCO come out and admitted that they did the biggest, most massive release into the Pacific Ocean just last month. This is gamma rays that are compounding. Oh, it's going to peak in 15, 3015, 4015, 5015. The human genome need to adapt to radiation? As Einstein said, yeah, but it will take hundreds of generations. It is our generation going to pay the freaking price. This is the greatest cover-up in human history. Like I said, I want people to understand. Oh, I'm crazy? I'll tell you what's crazy. You read your curtailed goats getting up at 4:30 in the morning, going to some dead-end job. I'll tell you what's crazy. A 30-year mortgage. That's crazy. I'll tell you what's crazy. Lack of knowledge at 90% of everything on YouTube. That's crazy. I want to talk about things we know. Fact. What were my predictions for 2015? That the Dow would make new highs. That the debt would go to increase. 18. I can't use the 18 over there. I predicted that Apple would freaking go to $120 a share. Oh, I missed it by 25 cents. I predicted that silver would continue to fall. I predicted that gold, every one of these things, well documented all over YouTube. Every one of them. Yet, Gerald Celente, Max Kaiser, Alex Jones, every single lunatic out there says, oh, they're manipulating that. Really? Gold, the most manipulated thing. You people, look, hello, you want to answer to all of this, It's just like the Million Mass March. By the way, I want people to very well understand. These movements that I attend, I'm one of the organizers. Hello, who do you think cooked these things up? I'm a fan of all these things, and I'm participating. I'm the guy that's invented a lot of these things. A lot of these movements. Post-triggers throw a thing over there. Wow. Until you stomp your feet, I'm mad. Until you understand this. I was a finance professor, a derivative arbitrage specialist, extremely successful. When something happened, I want people to seriously understand. I've got AML leukemia. I've got de novo. I look at the two loves of my life. Both of them, the two people I love the most in the entire world, both died of this. My father was nuked to death in the Nevada trenches. I watched him die of leukemia in the prime of his life. I watched the incredible love of my life. One of the original Femen girls was my mate. I watched her die 30 years old, 38 years old in this incredible, horrible disease. I know too much about this disease. I say I want people to very much understand this. You know who Karen Selkowitz was, Thelma Sott. Right after Fukushima, I said, it's going to give you leukemia, it's going to give you leukemia. First report out, the only one that was calling it any kind of meltdown at all was me, by myself. You know Nora got freaking leukemia the same time I did. Do you know who Nora is? Yeah, she's the person that made that movie. She made that movie. You know she died in 2012. Huh. No, I talk about things I know. I know it hammered us in North America in the first early days. I know it's been pushed into Fukushima. I know it's the greatest cover. I know the media's been told to stand down. I could go so far into this, but I am in the fight of my life. The type of leukemia that inhibited my body, I've been a bone marrow transplant, the survival rate is nearly zero. My blood counts are very low to this day. I was out in the street with blood counts of 30 on my platelet counts. My doctor, I have a team of doctors. I have 9 doctors. I have 10 PA. I have probably the best team of oncologists on earth, luckily. I come from a family of doctors. The greatest probably neurosurgeon in the world right now is my uncle. You know, I come from these. I was given 2 months to live 39 months ago. This is the fight of my life. I know, oh, you're just going to declare yourself better? I know better. I know better. I know what I'm up against. I know what I'm going through. I know as the artist, I know the intensity. I know the radical nature, the erotica that it takes to survive this fucking disease. I fucking watched it too much, too many times. But I want people to understand and tell you, if you're an activist in the streets, flood Wall Street, fucking the environment, and I want another thing to, before I start talking about tariffs, to understand this whole debate 2015 they say is going to happen, Holy Moses in Utah over the land. I want you to simply Google this. Anybody that thinks, and you Bundy Ranch's protesters that went down there, stood by them, fucking baby raping and fucking rape artist lunatics, they're ranging cattle, fucking welfare mooches, millions of dollars they owe the federal fucking government, you the taxpayer. Know this, I want you to Google John Swallow and Mark Shurtleff, the two sitting attorney generals, top cops in this state of Utah for 20 years, who I know fucking both these creeks. I want you to Google, the FBI arrested them both at their houses, handcuffed them, booked them into jail, charged them with 13 and 11 felony counts, respectively. You want these criminal fucking monsters? This is the most corrupt place on the face of the earth. Until you understand this, I don't care if you're a Million Mass March, I don't care if you're Flood Wall Street, I don't care if you're Occupy, I don't care what you are, I don't care if you're so-called truther, I don't care any of you, conspiracy theory, I don't care. Until you understand a tariff and the philosophy of a tariff, it's the only way to block a globalist, it's the only way, it's the fundamental foundation of this country. Philosophically, economic, until you understand that, until you understand an antitrust law, until you understand the true nature of a fucking system hijack. Three-party system? No, two-party system. It's been beautiful. But they hijack executive, legislative, judicial. The whole system, but when you hijack it, is the grassroots of the pot. Until you understand a tariff. Sorry about that. We still rolling? Yeah. Hang in there with me. Until you understand a tariff, you will never get anywhere. I'm crazy. Try me. Try me on finance. Try me on economics. Try me on Fukushima. Try me on any of the issues. Try me. Crazy. I'm not about to get up 4:30 in the morning, go to some dead-end fucking job and fucking eat. I'll tell you what's crazy, eating a Papa John GMO fucking pizza. I'll tell you what's fucking crazy, like I said, 4:30 in the morning, coming home at 6, taking your kid to daycare. That's crazy. That's insanity. Why do you people appreciate paying someone cash to mow your lawn, to build your house, fake rock, fake stucco, all that? That's crazy. I'm a plasterer. Until you understand a tariff, 2015, holy Moses. Michelangelo Simone, which they call him Michelangelo, right? I'm a giant fan, know this. He finished Moses in 2015. The Magna Carta. I call this reverse Magna Carta. By the way, the Magna Carta means shit because nobody went by it. 500 years, right now. Michelangelo was completing probably maybe the greatest piece of art in human history. Remember, he lived 40 years of his life in total fear. You do know about the diaper painters. You do know about the panty painters. And think about the Pope that gave him the platform to do all that incredible. He was physical. He said the greatest art of any humanity was a hawk and trowel plasma. That's what I was for years. They took that away from me. Nuclearism. Powers change. The great PhD that exposed all this, the heresy letter, they wanted his ass. They wanted his head. They could never prove it. He lived miserably, horribly. The Pope wanted him dead. He just couldn't identify that it was him. He even wrote poetry at the end as he talks about the art of communication. You know, this is the art of communication. I'm an artist. I'm in the fight of my fucking life, full of AML with fucking leukemia. I know the odds. I know the fight. I know the path. This is the art of survival. Post-ignorance is everything. It is everything. I'm crazy. Oh no. I get it right. They get it wrong. You cannot see. I'm in the street, all over, at the Megan Rice trial. at the USS Reagan trial, which means everything. It will take fucking decades for people to understand how important those two events. Only one fucking there. The only one, 2013, just me. The only one there, 2014. The only one, on my own, by myself, which is an incredible irony in its own right. Painting with a soup can, flipping the soup can, it's not the idea to paint it's not the paint of the soup can, it's the idea to paint the soup can, but then you have to paint the fucking soup can. I invented painting with fucking soup on metal. My fucking art, my ways, my thesis. Someday, these videos are pieces of art. And if you don't think digital and video are not pieces of art, you are fucking rhymeless and clueless. 2015, holy Moses. Stay tuned.